Many people struggle in silence. Some don't know if they are victims of intense anger. Also, did you know that this can be inherited in generations, acts like curses, passing it to children? Today, I want you to break free from a slavery of bitterness heart. I will explore the effects of holding pain and anger and how it affects your physical and spiritual health and your destiny. Stop pretending that you're okay, while the truth is you are not okay. Many people have lost their purpose in life due to self-pain and anger. And many lost their lives because they didn't get closure or were afraid to come out. Here is the good news. No more holding pain and no more unforgiving heart. Subscribe, share, and like. Click the notification bell so you never miss new updates on our daily teachings. For starters, what is anger? This is an emotional response to a perceived threat, injustice, frustration, or hurt. It can range from mild irritation to intense fury. Like all emotions, anger has a physiological, psychological, and behavioral component. Physiologically, anger often comes from feeling wronged, disrespected, or powerless. And physiologically, it triggers the body's fight response, so your heart rate increases, adrenaline surges, and your muscles tense up. Behaviorally, anger can show up as yelling, arguing, withdrawal, or sometimes even aggression. Anger itself isn't bad. It can be a healthy and protective emotion when expressed constructively. But when it's uncontrolled or suppressed, it can hurt relationships, decision-making, and even physical health. Anger primarily comes from amygdala, a small almond-shaped part of brain located deep in the temporal lobe. Here is how it works. Amygdala, the alarm system of the brain, is responsible for detecting threats and triggering emotional responses like fear and anger. When it senses danger or unfair treatment, even perceived, it reacts fast, sometimes before your rational brain fully processes what is happening. The hypothalamus, the reactor of the brain. Once the amygdala goes off, it signals the hypothalamus to activate the fight or flee response, releasing adrenaline and stress hormones like cortisol. This gets your body ready to confront or escape the threat. The prefrontal cortex, the regulator of the brain. This part of the brain, especially the ventromedial and orbitofrontal parts, help control impulses, weigh consequences, and decide how to act. If the prefrontal cortex is underactive or overwhelmed by strong emotion, anger can take over without much control or rational thought. So in short, amygdala says danger, hypothalamus preps the body, prefrontal cortex ideally say, let's think this through. Here are clues to show you are a victim of anger: having tension in jaw or fist, clenching without realizing it, increased heart rate, starts beating faster even if you are sitting still, hot face or ears, that flushed burning feeling creeping in, shallow or fast breathing, like your breath is stuck in your chest, muscle tightness, especially in your neck, shoulders, or stomach, restlessness, pacing, tapping, or just feeling like you have to move, irritability, things that normally don't bother you start feeling really annoying. You stop seeing nuance and start thinking in black and white terms. Things like, they are just trying to piss me off. Repeating thoughts, replaying the offense or situation over and over. Feeling like you have to say something now or you'll explode. What to do when you catch these signs? Name it. Literally say, even silently, I'm feeling anger rise. Pause. Take 3-5 slow, deep breaths to create a buffer before reacting. Check in, ask, what am I really upset about? Or, will this still matter tomorrow? Step away if needed. Even a minute or two can break the loop. The real key is to catch it early when the signs are just beginning. Once you're fully flooded with adrenaline and cortisol, it's way harder to shift gears. Now you know what anger is and how it works. Let's get into our topic, the reason why you struggle to forgive. Let's see in both biologically or emotionally cause. The fight or flee response. When someone wrongs us, our brain sees it as a threat, triggers stress hormone like cortisol and adrenaline, which prepare us to fight or flee and not forgive. The brain processes emotional pain in similar regions as physical pain. So, betrayal hurt and resentment can feel like a wound. Forgiveness may feel like you are letting someone hurt us again. The ego clings to being right or wrong. Forgiving can feel like a threat to our self-worth or pride, making the body tense and the mind resistant, making it hard to break out of those neural pathways. Why forgiveness is hard spiritually. The desire for justice or revenge on a soul level wants balance and fairness. Forgiving someone who never apologized can feel like you are ignoring divine justice. Sometimes people think I am spiritual, so I should forgive, but they feel shame when they can't. That adds a layer of spiritual guilt, making forgiveness even harder. Fear of being hurt again. Spiritually, forgiveness means surrender and trust, but if we have been hurt deeply, trusting again feels risky. The soul may instinctively try to protect itself and resolve inner wounds. Often, what makes forgiveness difficult is that the current hurt taps into deeper wounds. From childhood, past relationships, spiritually, it's like reopening an old karmic wound. Common causes of difficulty in forgiving are betrayal by someone close, lack of accountability from the person who hurt you, repetitive or chronic harm, low self-worth or internalized guilt, cultural or religious teachings that confuse forgiveness with forgetting or condoning. What are the physical effects of holding on to anger and unforgiveness? One is chronic stress response, cortisol overload. When you carry anger long term, your body stays in a low-grade state of fight or flee. This leads to inflammation, which is the root of many diseases, heart problems, other cysts, gut issues. Weaken immune system. Your body diverts energy to stress management, which weakens your defenses. People who carry long-term emotional pain tend to get sick more often. Sleep disturbances, racing thoughts, subconscious tension, nightmares, it all disrupts rest. Without rest, the body can't heal or reset, which deepens the fatigue. Tension in the body. Anger gets stored in muscles, especially in the neck, shoulders, jaw, and gut. Over time, this can cause chronic pain, migraines, digestive problems, even autoimmune flare-ups. Addictive or escapist behaviors. Here is where many people fall. They think that to avoid feeling the emotion hit, they often turn to substances, alcohol, distraction, or compulsive habit to numb the pain. Things you lose spiritually when holding on to unforgiveness. You block all good energies, life force flow, especially in the heart, which governs love, compassion, and connection. The soul feels clogged, disconnected from joy or peace. Karmic repetition. What we don't heal, we repeat. The soul may attract situations or people to mirror the original wound until it's faced. Loss of inner peace. The spirit becomes agitated, and forgiveness disrupts meditation, prayer, or any sense of divine connection. People often describe feeling spiritually numb or cut off. Bitterness becomes identity. If someone holds on too long, the pain becomes who they are. The soul forgets its light and purpose. It's like being trapped in a prison with a key inside your own pocket. Closed heart equals closed destiny. Spiritually, unforgiving heart resists blessings. It's hard to receive love, intuition, joy, or abundance when the heart is closed. Long-term consequences. Relationships become strained. Unforgiveness projects suspicion, resentment, and fear into new connections. Joy feels unsafe to you. The soul believes happiness is dangerous because it's tied to vulnerability. Legacy of pain, inherited curses. Unforgiveness can ripple into future generations, children, communities, and relationships. But there is hope. Forgiveness is not a one-time act. It's a path. Even deciding to move toward it creates space for healing. The moment someone chooses peace over pain, even if it's just for one breath, that's the soul remembering who it really is. Stay tuned for part 2 of self-healing teachings, whereas we will explore the physical effects caused by anger and unforgiving. Share this message to others and be a blessing to them. God bless you. Shalom.